Hello, I am Guy Selga from touringplans.com, and today I'm taking a look at this beast of a piece of theme park merchandise. It is the Star Tours Starspeeder 3000 playset. Years ago they released the Starspeeder 1000 playset from Star Tours The Adventures Continues, which is the current Star Tours. This is from the original Star Tours. Okay, back in the 80s, the classic. I was born in 83, so I consider this to be one of the all-time classic Disney rides. It has some great characters like Captain Rex, and this is the toy I've been dreaming of my entire life, practically. So when they announced this toy before the D23 Expo, or D23 The Ultimate Fan Event as they called it this year, I knew I had to have it, but it was a little expensive, $300. But on the last day of the expo, I went into the store where this was being sold. So for the first 2 days, they were doing virtual queue only, where you had to wake up at 4 a.m. to get into this store. You had to wake up at 4 a.m., you had to go on your phone, get a virtual queue spot, and then you can get in during the expo. Okay, not gonna do that. So on the third day, they push out a notification saying, the store's just open, come on in. So I went up there nearing the end of the third day, and I'm still thinking, like, I'm not gonna buy it, but I do wanna take a lot of pictures because it's very cool, and I'll show you why. It plays the video from the ride. It's got lighting effects. It's super detailed. So anyway, I'm standing there and taking the pictures, and this cast member leans in and he's like, hey man, we give Magic Key discount. And I'm like, oh boy, okay. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get it and I'll do a review on it. And I'm walking away and they're like, we have 10 left. So that's the thing. Let's see if you can see this. There's only 3,000 of these things, okay? They released them on the DisneyStore.com on Monday. Sold out instantly. And I could have swore I read somewhere they're going to bring them to the parks. But anyway, for now they're all gone. And they're reselling for a lot of money on eBay. I saw some sell for as high as $900 today. This is like selling prices, not just buy it now. So this is an in-demand thing, so I think they'll make more. I just have a hunch that they'll make more and release it to the parks and on the shop again. So I want to get this thing open. I want to do an unboxing. I want to review it because the details I'm going to point out, I mean, it's going to blow your mind, okay? First, though, I want to measure the box just so you can see how big this thing is, okay? All right, so I've got the tape measure here. This box is a little over 30.5 inches long, 11 inches wide, and about 10 inches tall. Okay, so that's a big boy. I didn't weigh this thing, but I saw several people at the convention say that they had to ship it home, and it was, I don't remember the exact weight, but it was between 15 and 20 pounds. So I really feel for all the people who had to ship this thing home. Luckily, I live local. I live 10 minutes away from Disneyland. But anyway, enough talking. Let's get this thing open. Oh, first, I do want to show all the sides of the box, okay? So here is the top, and it's got pictures highlighting some of the action features, the video screen, the lighting, the little display stand it comes with. All very nice features here. They really went all out with the features. I really appreciate that. Here is the back, which you see the blueprint and some other of the features. Really nice design on this box, I gotta say. I'm so glad they released this, because they've released Starspeeder 3000 toys in the past, but they've all been the smaller, less detailed versions. So it's really nice to have this one. On the side, oh, look at that. It's Captain Rex from the old artwork. And now this is interesting. It includes 2 Rex figures. So I assume it's 1 on card and 1 loose, which is such a nice little touch for the collectors out there because they know people are going to want to keep him sealed and put him on display and stuff. But yeah, it's nice of them to do 2 of them so you can have 1 in the ship and 1 on display. But yeah, love this side of the art. And on here in this side, we just have the picture of the Star Speeder playset again. So, yeah. All right, let's get this open. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna have to pull this bad boy out. Carrying this thing around the convention was nightmarish. Because, you know, when you're going, you want to sit in panels, you want to check out other booths, but carrying this thing around, you basically have to bring it to your car. I believe they did have a package check, or a bag check, where you could store things until the end of the show, but I did not make use of that. I just took it back to my car. Okay, so I'm trying the other side. And there's some boxes here. Okay, it definitely feels like there's something in these boxes. We're gonna open these smaller boxes first, see if there's anything inside. This one definitely feels like there's something inside. Okay, this is the base. Wow. Okay, this is the base. And it's got a little pull tab here. And it's talking about the support arms so you can display it. Oh wow, look at this. It's got USB-C ports. So I assume you can either charge it or plug it in. Or maybe just plug it in. We'll find out in a minute. Okay, so I gotta clean that a bit because the sticker just, it caused havoc right there. But there's the base. Original Star Tours logo. And then it says Star Speeder 3000 under it. Okay, gonna set that aside. Let's see what's in these other boxes. Okay, in this box was the USB-C cord and it looks like Rex's machinery and some stickers. I'll do a close-up on those in a minute. Yeah, it's Rex's little machinery there. And the USB-C ports. So we have one that is USB-C to USB-C and one is USB-A to USB-C. It's a little bent, that's unfortunate. But there's a carded, mint on card, DJ Rex. Nice packaging, love the artwork. Wow, the figure looks great. They really did a good job with the paint. It's kind of a metallic color. Dang. That looks awesome. Oh wow, and it's numbered. So I got number 1,419 of 3,000. Wow, maybe they won't print more of these. That's crazy. Okay, wow, very cool. I need to get a card protector on that. Okay, so I did plug in the base and it lights up and looks fantastic. So I pulled out the instructions from the top of the box and I was reading those a little bit as well. So why there is 2 USB ports is one, you plug the base into external power and then the other cord goes from the base into the Star Speeder itself. I was also reading the instructions and I didn't realize on this little sticker sheet, which I'll insert a little close-up shot, it actually even has the seat belt lights that are on the ceiling, which I think is such a nice touch. Okay, now, in the top of the plastic here, we got Rex, we got the loose Rex, we got R2-D2. R2-D2 also with a pretty decent paint job with some metallic touches. And we also have the base of the display stand that supports the Star Speeder itself. I'll get to all that in a minute. Setting that aside, okay. I think I'm ready to finally unveil the Star Speeder. Wow. Wow. Okay. There it is. By the way, I like how the background is just littered with the box and other things from this packaging. Okay, anyway. There's the Star Speeder. It looks fantastic. There's a look at the back. That lights up as well, all the engines. I don't even know where to start. Okay, the paint job looks good. The blue stripes are kind of a shiny metallic paint. It's got all the door lights. It's got all the little decals. There's the Star Tours logo. A little laser thing on the giant gun. I don't know how this could have looked any better. The viewport on the front is a shiny plastic. There you can see my light reflecting into it. The top looks good. It's got those little vents, more decals. And here's the bottom. Okay, what do we got going on the bottom here? Okay, we got the switch. This isn't charged at all. We got the landing gear. Wow, the landing gear actually comes out. That did not happen on the Star Speeder 3000 toy, or 1000 toy, sorry. There's a lock and unlock switch. Does that lock the landing gear? No. Maybe that locks the roof. I'll check that out in a second. I want to retract all these landing gear modules. Look at that. Wow, that's so freaking cool. It's got some pipes. It's got some tanks. The molding, it looks really good. There's little wires right there. Wow. Okay. Okay, this top part comes off. And why does that come off? That's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna put that back on. Okay, now let's take a look at the inside. All right, the top of the Star Speeder, we're gonna take it off. Talk about the inside. So it's got these two little clips on both sides right here. Squeeze those. It lifts off to reveal the roof. It's got the little air vents. Oh God, they nailed it. They nailed the color of the roof and everything. Look at the little air vents. And that's where the seatbelt stickers go, like I showed earlier. And now here's the inside. Oh wow, I didn't even know this. Okay, this is amazing. It even has the little shield screen thing that goes up and down at the beginning of the ride. I'll do that in a second. There's the TV that shows the view of R2 and other things. We got an elastic rubber band seatbelt things. This is the most mind-blowing detail that they nailed to me, is they even got the floor right with that weird bubble pattern. Can I get a little focus here? There we go. That little weird bubble pattern that's on the floor, they nailed it. Whoever did this is a monster. They're completely insane. They got all the colors right. They got all the details right. The seats, that classic orange. We got the armrests. There's a look at the back wall. Wow, okay, how do I take this off? Okay, just pop it off. And there's a little spot for Rex and his control panel. And there's the screen, which, like I said earlier, plays actual clips from the ride. Oh, before I get into the figures and in the inside, I want to just show the back and how good that looks, because wow. The detail is so crazy. Okay, so this obviously uses the same mold for the most part as the Starspeeder 3000 toy. Obviously more detail here and a lot of changes to the interior and whatnot. But it still does include the little flap of the little camera droid from the Starspeeder 1000, which isn't even mentioned in the original Star Tours at all. But it opens up here. I don't think this does anything. I'm trying to turn it. It does nothing. It's just a little thing. This also opens to show a panel of some sort. It just shows wiring and stuff. So again, no big deal, but still cool, I guess. I just really wanted to show you up close of some of the detail on the side. Because, I mean, wow, there's that little laser thing I was talking about. And there's the front. That opens up as well to show more wiring. Oh, there's a little switch in there. You got the little gun flaps, again, from the Starspeeder 1000. That's a button, so I'm guessing that makes noise. Oh, and there's the little guns. Look at that. Okay, never mentioned on the first Star Tours because I think the lasers were just implied that it was that. I always thought it was weird that they switched to these being lasers on the Starspeeder 1000, but whatever. There is Rex and R2-D2. Like I was saying, the paint and the deco looks great. There's the back. And then when you're ready, you just throw R2 right in there. Snug as a bug. Or any other R2 or R4 unit. They all fit. And here's Rex. I know they've released a lot of Rex figures over the years in this scale. I do not remember them looking as good as this. His visor goes down and up. His arms are fully articulated. He swivels on the bottom. I mean, this looks fantastic. All right, I got Rex in place. He looks good. Wow. Okay, I've got everything plugged in. I'm going to go in here and flip the switch.
Hi there. I see they're loading our Navigator R2-D2, and then we'll be on our way. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Wow. Okay, and I just realized Rex fell over when I was tinkering in there. Okay, now there's a button up here that I want to press. Wow. That one does nothing. Okay. And then there's two buttons right here.
Star Tours 45, elevator platform has been activated. Commence final pre-launch sequence.
Roger, Control. All status go.
ST-45, you are clear for takeoff. Contact departure control at 120.4.
Copy 120.4.
45, you're going the wrong way. Stop immediately.
Uh-oh. Wrong way. Brake! Brake! Where are the brakes?
So, I mean, this is...
I meant to do that. A little shortcut. R2, light speed to Endor.
This is the best. Oh, it lit up with the light speed. God, that's cool. So this is the best piece of theme park merchandise ever made. I mean, that's all there is to it. There's no debate. Let me turn off this overhead light and see the cabin all lit up. Wow.
Relax now. Everything's under control and we're on our way to the Endor moon without any further delay. Oh no!
The lighting is so... Wow. How cool is that? So I just read another feature in the instruction manual. If you hold these two buttons for a couple seconds, it just displays a star field with no sound or anything. They didn't need to go that hard, but they did. That's a great feature. Just a little idle thing. So cool. So you can also press this right button here, and it just plays Captain Rex voice clips.
I meant to do that. A little shortcut. R2, light speed to Endor.
The late great Paul Rubens. Now, one thing I noticed that is definitely missing from the ride footage is the soundtrack, the John Williams soundtrack. So that's, you know, something had to give here. Whatever. I think they nailed everything else, and if it would have boosted up the price of this thing a couple $100, they wouldn't have done it. So whatever. I guess you can explain that away. Sorry, back to this real quick. I realized what this button does right here. That's what it does. Pops out the lasers. Also, there's the front all lit up, and that looks fantastic. Another button right here, and I will show you what this does. Wow! Unreal. So I think that's gonna do it for the Star Speeder 3000 playset review. I mean, this met and exceeded all expectations in my opinion. But what do you think? Do you have any questions about it that I can try to answer? Did you pick it up on DisneyStore.com or at the D23 convention? Do you hope that they release more of these? Do you think it's too expensive? Do you think it's not expensive enough? Just let me know. I want to hear all your comments. Let's talk about this thing. Greatest piece of theme park merchandise ever. Do you agree? Let me know. That's going to do it though. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.